Hello YouTube, this is Mel from Mel's Paper Makes. I'm a 22-year-old college student who is going to be graduating in 3 weeks, which is crazy to say. And I'm going to be stuffing my variable expenses and my short-term savings pouch. Like I said, I'm a 22-year-old college student and I'm going to be stuffing my income from my part-time job, and this part-time job is actually going to be my big girl job once I graduate. So it's pretty exciting getting to know the team, getting to know how things operate, and just figuring out the dynamics of the team itself. So we can just see what's in my pouch. And this pouch I leave in my apartment, and if I decide that I'm going to be going on a grocery trip, then I'd be taking out the grocery envelope, taking that with me to the store, and using this to pay for that trip. So this kind of is a different setup from what I usually have. I've kind of taken over my plants table, so I have a little bit more friends than what's usually on my videos. But today I have my pilea over here, I have my compact jade, and I have a few string of plants. You can see this one right here is the string of bananas, and this is my new growth coming in, and then this over here is my string of dolphins. When I was moving things around, I was like, why not show my little string plants? So there they are. And I took over the plant table today because the overcast makes for really nice lighting over here. So we can go ahead and unstuff what's in here. I'll move it. Okay, so in groceries, that has nothing left over. Gas has 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just put it off to the side. Eating out only has $1. Spending has $1. And explore is something that I had renamed. Before this was, I think, clothing. And I thought that since I don't really go get clothes that much or get anything like pertaining to clothing, I thought maybe it'd be best to have it as explore, because I do live in the city and I would like to have some money set aside to explore the city that I'm living in rather than pulling it from other places. And that has 1, 2, 3, 4. So in total, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So $10 from the leftover variable expense little envelopes. And this has my receipts. Usually I had cleared them out already because I had already scanned them all into my Fetch app. So that's why it's clear. Otherwise there would be a lot of receipts. With the $10 left over, I think I will stuff, I'll figure out where to stuff this in my later video, which is going to be stuffing my fixed expenses, my long-term savings, and my sinking funds. So I'll just put that off to the side for now, and that can be my next video. And this video is just going to be stuffing my variable expenses in there and my short-term savings / fixed expenses in this pouch. So we can go ahead and get started with groceries. Now the little lines on the side, or the little boxes, for me helps to figure out what denominations I want to put in the envelope itself. So if you guys want an explanation as to what they actually mean, just let me know and I can explain it a little bit more. But for now, They're just to help me with my denominations. So when I went to the bank, I gave them this bill breakdown, and I just separated what is going into the 2 that I'm stuffing today. So with groceries, we have a 20 and a 5 and a 10. 20, 30, and 5. And this is going to be good for me for 2 whole weeks because I am still a student and I still live on campus, so I don't really go to the grocery store as much as I would if I wasn't at school. Same with gas. That's also going to be getting 30. This works out perfectly fine for me because I'm only really driving to and from work and to grocery stores if necessary. I mean, I can always walk to the grocery store as well. So $35 for 2 weeks is more than enough for me. Eating out is going to be getting a 30 and a 20 and a 10. And it's 30 because since it's my senior year and I want to explore and kind of spend time with my friends in the city while we're all still here, I wanted to make sure I have some money set aside for eating out as well. So that has 30. Explore has 20. Oh, it's going to be in 10s, but I only have 1 10, so I'll do 10 and 2 5s. So 10, 15, and 20. And this can be like whether we go to a brewery tour or like a cat cafe or anything else. Oh wait, spending only has 10. My bad. Spending is only getting the 10. So and explore is getting 20. So that only has the 120 over there. And I'll just do explore. Oh, it's in 5s. All right, so we have 5, 10, 15, and 20. This can be for if we want to go, I don't know, to brewery tour, anything of that exploring sort, any of the city, essentially just acting like tourists in our own city. So spending has, I put in a 10 when I actually needed to put in 5s. I mean, based on what my little squiggles tell me, it's gonna be 2 5s. So I'll just replace that before I forget. Okay, so now that is our variable expenses envelopes filled up for the 2 weeks. So we can go ahead and put it in our little pouch and set this to the side. Okay, I'd moved stuff over and I realized in my short-term savings it's like 55 and 5. So I will have to take out the 5s. I was right the first time. That's okay. I think I caught that now instead of like scrambling like, oh, I need the 5s but I don't have them. So short-term savings is going to be going in this blue pouch. Unironically, everything that I have is blue and I didn't plan for it. It kind of just happened that it's all blue, which is kind of weird because blue isn't my favorite color. It's actually green. So I have all blue things, but I'm not mad about it. So this pouch is one that I recently had just made, and it's for the sorry, that's my neighbors. It's for my short-term savings as well as some of my fixed expenses, but today we're only going to be stuffing the short-term saving envelopes in here. So that's travel, family memberships, and new car. Everything else will be stuffed in my later video when I do my big blue binder. So let's For travel, we're gonna be doing a 50 and a 5. So $55. And I do have stuff in here already. So we have 50, 100, 105. And the reason why this one is short term because after I graduate, my family is going to be taking a trip, and I wanted to start saving for some spending money for me and my brothers. So I'm building up travel and family just to have that spending money when we do travel. And after that trip after we are done with that trip, I'm going to be moving these into these two probably in my long-term binder and just building them up for our next big trip. Family, it's going to be getting a 20, and we already have a 20, which is good. So we have 20, 40, and 5. Like I said, this is going to be just spending money for my brothers and I. So hopefully whenever I add at the end of or before we go on a trip, I'd hope to have round, easily divisible numbers, because there's 3 of us, and I just want to make sure that we all have kind of like the same amount. Memberships is only going to get a 5, and this is for my rock climbing membership. I do like to rock climb. I've been doing it for about 2 years now, and this isn't something that's going to be like purchased, or my membership pass isn't going to be purchased until probably after our family trip, just because I wouldn't want to buy like a month pass or something and not be there for a few weeks, you know? To me, that seems like a waste of money, and I'd rather just buy it after we get back. Or I buy like a punch pass or something, so it's not like on a monthly basis. New car is something that is new to my short-term pouch, and it's just gonna be for my future new car. It's not much in there now. Hopefully whenever I have like my bearings straight and I figure out everything else, then I can really start prioritizing this. But for now, just a little bit at a time, and I'll slowly just see it build up. So that is my variable expenses and my short-term savings done. So I can just tie this up. And yeah, so this is the one that I made, and it has like a small little latch so that it doesn't come out. And at first I thought I was gonna leave it like open, but I saw a really simple like way for a closure for it, and it works out perfectly fine, and I think it's really cute. So that is my envelope stuffed for today, and we had our $10 left over from last 2 weeks variable expense envelopes, and we will be stuffing this in our next video when we stuff our fixed expenses, sinking funds, and long-term savings. So thanks so much for stopping by. I really hope you all have a great day, and if you like this video, or if you like these kinds of videos, you can like or you can subscribe to join me for my cash budgeting journey. Bye guys.